I want to give a shout out to appreciate that. Let's go ahead and jump into it with this oil pulling in your teeth. Alright, so oil pulling is actually an ancient Ayurvedic practice that involves swishing oil around in your mouth to improve your oral health. It is said to help reduce plaque, it helps reduce and prevent cavities, and it even is supposed to whiten your teeth too as well. I mean, really, but okay. Let's go ahead and just dive into it and see what we got. So I wanted to see what the hype was about and get on to kind of discuss with you guys kind of the stuff that I found. Currently, you have so many influencers that are saying that it cleaned their teeth. Now their teeth are whiter than ever. It's the best thing. They don't have to brush their teeth. You know, many people use coconut oil for this oil pulling experience because of its antibacterial and antimicrobial property. But you can also use other oils like sesame seed oil or sunflower oil can also be used too as well when it comes to this oil pulling thing. Pretty much how you do it is you simply take like a tablespoon, that's the larger spoon, and you do about 15 mLs of the oil and you just swish it around for about 15 to 20 minutes. You have to make sure that you do not swallow the oil because it will contain some harmful bacteria and toxins that have come out of your mouth while you've been doing the oil pulling. After you're done swishing, you need to spit the oil out and rinse your mouth out with some type of water. You can then brush your teeth as usual, floss as usual, but it's important to note that while oil pulling can be a beneficial addition to your oral hygiene routine, it's not a substitute for regular brushing and flossing. As always, I want to make the point to always point you in the direction of your local dentist for a consultation and to see exactly what's best for you. Oil pulling has become very, very popular among, certain circles, certain people, and there's not really a whole lot of research about it. But I am all for it because obviously it helps the patient focus on their oral hygiene and their oral health care. But as everything, there's no shortcuts to anything in life. So if you choose to do it, it's said that it does help with whitening, it does help remove bad odors, and it does help with gum irritation as well as inflammation. It also helps with sensitivity and pain, and it helps with dry mouth. One of the things about the dry mouth situation is anytime you have anything foreign in your mouth, your saliva is going to start to really kind of kick up in high gear. It also helps with crusty lips or chapped lips because you got that oil in your mouth, and so that does help also too with that as well. But it's reaching in a few places, for me. There's a medicine specialist by the name of Sandra Darling. She's a doctor of osteopathic medicine. She actually derived the study in 2020. There was also an additional study in 2008 where the study found that oil pulling is just as effective as rinsing with mouthwash to maintain and improve your oral care and your overall oral hygiene. The study also examined levels of the Streptococcus mutans, which is a very prevalent type of bacteria that leads to dental plaque. But the research also found no real evidence that oil pulling was the best thing that you need to do. What I have found is that, if you do have 20 minutes a day to do this, that's a long time to do just about anything. If it's possible maybe to couple oil pulling with some other type of task, then maybe you may be able to do that. But 20 minutes is a long time to hold something in your mouth. It was also shared that it was just as effective as mouthwash. Me trying it, I found out, that I was dribbling oil for 20 minutes, and that's kind of crazy. And the saliva does start to pick up. So just food for thought. You guys are welcome to try it. I didn't see anything harmful in regards to any of the things that I looked up or read as far as research. But if you have jaw issues, this may not be something that you need to try. Moving your jaw back and forward a lot could potentially, do more damage and be very, very painful when you talk about trying to switch something around for that long of a time. And another thing that I will share with you too is you probably need to stay away from spitting it in the sink or spitting it in the toilet because that could potentially clog your pipes. You really don't want to do that. So just spit it outside or spit it in a wastebasket. Either one of those options will be good too as well. And you also want to really, really make sure that you're not swallowing this stuff. There are toxins inside of this oil when it's sitting in your mouth for that long period of time. And so you don't want to swallow that because it can lead to diarrhea, vomiting, or nausea, or some other kind of health concern. So you always want to just kind of be mindful of that too as well. I hope you guys choose, after watching this, choose to kick it up a notch when it comes to your oral health. And remember, if you choose to do oil pulling, good for you. But just make sure that you're also brushing and flossing too as well, because the oil is not going to pull everything away. It may break a few things down, but it's not going to do everything compared to you actually going and seeing a dental professional, getting professional cleanings, as well as brushing and flossing at home. All these things are very, very important for you to actually maintain your oral health versus jumping on trends. I really, really want you guys to keep all the teeth that you want to keep. And how you do that is you brush the ones that you want to keep. I appreciate you guys as always, man. I'll talk to you real soon. You guys be blessed.